profound greetings of a beautiful and promising day to all of you. Welcome to this Let Online review. This is Lady Josephine, and I am inviting all of you to travel with me to the wonderful land of English. And I am giving you a challenge. Be winners. There are 200 items here, placed in 4 sets. Without further ado, let's have the first set. Question number 1. Which of the following sentences is incorrect? Examining the question, we see that we are asked to give the erroneous sentence. The 4 sentences in the options use expressions no sooner, barely, scarcely, and hardly. Examining the 4, we see that the error falls in letter A. So if your answer is letter A, I had no sooner finished cooking when they came in, then your answer is right. Why? Because no sooner cannot be followed by when. It is followed by then. Take note, no sooner cannot be followed by when. It is followed by then. Question number 2. Which of the following is the reason shall might be used instead of will in a sentence? Our background tells us that will and shall are interchangeable, but there are times that we only use shall. What are these situations? To make offers using I or we, to make suggestions using I or we, to express formal obligations, to make a promise, to describe the future very formally, and to add politeness to the message. You notice that option C has to add politeness to the message, so that's the correct answer. Question number 3. Identify the error in the item that follows. This is an identifying error item. Let's read the sentence. Oftentimes, we tend to take the concepts that has been used in other countries and apply them blindly to our country. There are parts which are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. What do you think is the number that has the error? If your answer is number 2, then your answer is correct. Then that should be recorded as Charlie. The concepts that has been used actually contains the error. The word which is erroneous there is has. Take note that there refers to concepts which is plural. So therefore, the verb has should be changed to have. Question number 4. Spot the number containing the error. The people could not accept that it was him who ran away with their money. What is your answer here? What number contains the error? It is the word him. That clause has the pattern subject linking verb, subjective complement. So him there functions as subjective complement. Now take note, him is object form pronoun. It cannot function as subjective complement. So you have to change it to its subjective form, which is he. So it should be, it was he. Question number 5. What can the primary auxiliary verbs do that modal verbs cannot? It is conjugate to reflect plurality. Take note, the verbs can, could, will, would, shall, should, must, may, and might are known as modal auxiliary verbs. These are distinguished from primary auxiliary verbs by the fact that they are unable to conjugate into different forms, and they are only followed by a verb in its base form. Take note also that primary auxiliary verbs be, do, and have can conjugate into different forms and can be followed by the different forms of a verb. Each can also be used as a main verb in a clause and is able to conjugate to reflect plurality, tense, or aspect. Question number 6. Where should the modifier weighing 150 pounds be placed in the following sentence? The sentence is, the robber was described as a tall man with a heavy mustache. Weighing 150 pounds is an adjective. Being an adjective, it can actually give you the clue that you are going to place it near a noun. Now, how many nouns are there in the given sentence? There are 3: rubber, man, and mustache. Examine the positions of weighing 150 pounds in the given options. Take note, weighing 150 pounds, logically modify rubber in that given sentence. Question number 7. Which of the following sentences uses an intensive pronoun? Is it D, he wrote the music himself to avoid extra copyright costs? Okay, your answer is correct. Now that sentence can also be written as he himself wrote the music to avoid extra copyright costs. Take note, intensive pronouns are used to add emphasis to the subject or antecedent in a sentence, not to receive the action indicated by the verb. They are usually found right after the noun or pronoun it's modifying, but not necessarily. Question number 8. In which sentence should commas be used? What's your answer? If your answer is sentence C, then you are right. My friend Tom, whom I haven't seen in years, is coming to stay with us tomorrow. What's the reason why we need commas in that sentence? The adjective clause, whom I haven't seen in years, is actually non-restrictive or non-essential. We use commas to set off non-essential or non-restrictive adjectives in sentences. So that sentence will have a comma before whom and after years. Question number 9. What is the error in the sentence below? One of the first great intellectual feats of a young child is learning how to talk, closely followed by learning how to count. Going back to the sentence, you see that the error is in Charlie, or letter C, great intellectual feat. What word there is erroneous? It is feet. Feet there is object of in the of phrase introduced by one. Take note, the object of in the of phrase should be plural. Hence, we are going to change feet to feets. Question number 10. For each of the following, choose the sentence in which the subject and verb agree in the alpha clause. Your knowledge of alpha clause here will actually help you answer the question. What is an alpha clause? It's another term for independent or main clause. What's your answer here? If your answer is letter D, whenever it rains, she likes to wear my blue coat, then it is correct. Look at the alpha clause. She likes to wear my blue coat. It has the verb likes agreeing in number and person with the subject she. Question number 11. Tenses express time. Which sentence shows that an action happened at a recent past? If your answer is B, then congratulations, you got it right. Paul has just climbed the mountain. This sentence takes the present perfect, which is the tense that shows an action happened at a recent past. Take note, The present perfect is a verb tense which is used to show that an action has taken place once or many times before, now, or that an action was completed, finished, or perfected at some point in the past, but just recently. Question 12. Which of the following is a multiple complex sentence? Now, this question is not easy to answer if you do not understand what a multiple complex sentence is. What is a multiple complex sentence? It is the sentence that has three main or independent or alpha clauses plus at least one subordinate, dependent, or beta clause. Looking at this meaning of multiple complex sentence, we see that the answer to the question is letter C. I came, I saw, and I conquered because I was determined, since no assistance was forthcoming. I came, I saw, and I conquered are the three alpha clauses because I was determined, and since no assistance was forthcoming are the subordinate clauses. Question number 13. Grammatically complete the sentence below. I suggest that Mr. De Leon blank our chairman. What is your answer? Correct answer is C, B. The sentence expresses a suggestion, hence the subjunctive mood of the verb is used. If the that clause follows any of the following verbs, it must take only the base form. What are these verbs? Advise, recommend, insist, urge, propose, demand, suggest, agree, request, prefer. Question number 14. Which sentence is possibly constructed? If your answer is sentence B, then you are correct. Anna was chosen muse. In the options, two sentences are possibly constructed. What are these options? Option Bravo and option Charlie. Option Bravo or B is preferred because it is in the normal passive. Option Charlie or C is stative passive, so therefore it is not chosen. Take note that in a possibly constructed sentence, the subject is the receiver of the action. Question number 15. Which of the following words is a dummy pronoun? When is seen as not the correct answer because it is not a pronoun. It is a subordinating conjunction. So we will choose from A, B, and C. What is your answer? If your answer is C, then it is correct. Dummy pronouns, more technically known as expletive pronouns, are words that function grammatically as pronouns but do not have antecedents. That is, they do not replace a noun, phrase, or clause. They refer to nothing in particular. They only help the sentence to function properly in a grammatical context. There are two dummy pronouns in English. These are there and it. Number 16. Give the sentence that can cancel the error in the sentence that follows. Having finished dinner, the TV was turned on in the living room. In this item, we are actually asked to give the correct sentence or the correction of the given sentence. Correct answer here is letter C. Having finished dinner, my brother turned on the TV in the living room. The error in the given sentence is the presence of a dangling modifier. In our use of the English language, we should avoid dangling modifiers, like having finished dinner in the given sentence. A dangling modifier is a word or phrase that modifies a word not clearly stated in the sentence or in which the word or phrase modified is not present in the sentence. Question number 17. The police blank released any information about the case. What's your answer? Correct answer here is haven't. Why? Because the subject police is a plural only collected noun. Plural only collected nouns are plural. So when we use them in sentences, we should use plural verbs with them. Question number 18. Which of the following sentences need a comma before while? Examine the sentences carefully. Correct answer is sentence A. Mathematics, in all its forms, is John's favorite subject, while civics and culture is Andrea's favorite subject. Take note of the following. Don't use a comma before while when you mean during the same time or when it can be replaced with as in the sentence. Use a comma before while when you mean whereas or although. The reason why we place a comma before while, or we are going to use the comma before while in option A, is that while there means whereas or although. Question 19. Identify the sentence which has an essential adjective clause in the group of sentences. Intentionally, the commas in the non-essential clauses are omitted. If your answer is Charlie or C, I do not remember the day that my cousin was born, then you are right. Take note, essential adjective clause is an adjective clause that is essential to the meaning of a sentence because it limits the thing it refers to. The meaning of the sentence would change if the essential clause is deleted. Therefore, this clause cannot be removed. Question number 20. Give the sentence which does not have parallel structure. Correct answer here is C. In the restroom, Deshina was brushing her hair, freshened her lips gloss, and took deep breaths, trying to work up the courage to walk to her first speech class. When using conjunction, especially coordinating and correlative, to connect ideas, we should see to it that the ideas connected come in the same grammatical structure or are parallel in forms. In option C, was brushing is not parallel to freshened. Was brushing is in the past continuous form, while freshened is in the simple past form. The two do not come in equal rank. Question number 21. Which sentence is an adjectival clause? What is an adjectival clause? An adjectival clause is a clause that acts as an adjective. So therefore, it is a clause that modifies or describes a noun. If your answer is letter C, then you are right. The small streams that run through the area are loaded with fish. That run through the area are loaded with fish is the adjective clause. Question 22. Which of the following sentences is syntactically correct? Select the best answer. Is it letter A? Then you are right. Attending parties and fishing in the river made our vacation thrilling. The other sentences violate the rule in parallelism. Option B, attending parties is a gerund phrase and to fish is an infinitive phrase or an infinitive. Attending parties and to fish are not parallel. In option C, to attend parties and fishing in the river are not parallel. In option D, attending parties, which is a gerund phrase, and fishing, which is a gerund word, are not parallel in form. Question 23. The people were told to evacuate their houses immediately. What option can correctly complete the sentence? Of course, it is option A, when the water began to rise. Question number 24. Every fall, the English class blank book reports on summer reading. If your answer is they, then you are correct. The verb is right and the pronoun is there. Take note that in the sentence, the subject class means the individuals of the class. It is plural. The reason why we use the plural verb form right. And of course, because class is plural, then its referent should be plural, hence there. Question number 25. The pack of dogs blank were running off in different directions. Answer here is C, where. With the form running, only was, is, and where can be used. Had goes with the past participle form, run. You have there, had run. The subject pack, which is a collective noun, means the individuals of the pack. Hence, it is plural. Was and is cannot be chosen, so that leaves where. That's option C. Number 26. Cyril will dust the furniture. Is your answer A, scrub the floor, prepare the meal, and wash the dishes? If it is, then it is correct. The other options cannot be parallel with the given verb form dust. In, will, dust. I suggest that he blank in the room for 1 week. This is question number 27. Answer should be stay. It's an option A. If the that clause follows any of the following verbs, it must take only the base form. What are these? Advise, recommend, insist, urge, propose, demand, suggest, agree, request, and prefer. So take note, we are going to use the subjunctive mood here. Number 28. Which of the following has a derivational morphem? Correct answer is useful. Full in the word useful is derivational. In grammar, a derivational morphem is an affix, a group of letters added before the beginning or after the end of a root or base word to create a new word or a new form of an existing word. Its attachment changes the function or class of the word. Question number 29. Which sentence needs the mastery of the plural form? Correct answer is A. Bacteria is disease-causing microorganisms. If the person is known that bacteria is plural, he should use a plural verb with bacteria. He needs to master the plural forms of words to use them correctly. Question number 30. Which infinitive is used as an adverb? Let's examine the options. Correct answer is A. The inspector came to check the dam for leaks. The infinitive as an adverb expresses reason, so you can ask why after the verb that precedes it. If it answers why, then it is an adverb. The inspector came. Why? To check. So therefore, to check is an adverb because it answers the question why after the verb came. Number 31. None of these chocolate broccoli muffins blank could either. Correct answer is taste. The word none is special. It is a special pronoun. When none means no one or not one, you use the singular form of the verb. When none means not any or suggests more than one thing or person, you use the plural form of the verb. Look at the object of in the of phrase. If it is singular, use singular verb. If it is plural, you use the plural verb. Question number 32. What is the mood of the underlying verb? He recommended that I be patient for my own sake. The underlying verb there is be. Look at be. It is base form following the word that, which follows the verb recommended. So what do you think is the mood there? It is subjunctive. So correct answer is letter C, subjunctive. Take note, the verb be, which is in the base form, follows the word recommend, so it is in the subjunctive mood. Number 33. Complete the question. Blank work do you have to do today? Correct answer is how much. Work in the sentence is non-countable, so we can't use how many and how long. Only how much and how little can be considered. Choosing between the two, you need to think that a positive idea is better than a negative one. Hence, we choose how much over how little. Question number 34. Which sentence shows a noun in a genitive case? If you know that genitive case is another term for possessive case, then you will choose Charlie. Correct answer here is Charlie or letter C. The teacher's grammar is excellent. Question number 35. Match the underlined verb in the example sentence with the verb pattern. The example sentence is El Nino events trigger devastating weather in Eastern Pacific. Take note of the pattern of the sentence. Correct answer here is A. Verb followed by a direct object. The pattern of the sentence is STVDO, subject, transitive verb, direct object. There is a direct object there, so trigger is transitive, and so, of course, if trigger is transitive, it must be followed by a direct object. Question number 36. Match the underlined verb in the example sentence with the verb pattern. The sentence is anorexia nervosa is a condition that is characterized by an intense fear of gaining weight. Correct answer is D, verb followed by a predicate nominative. The pattern of that sentence is SLVSC, subject linking verb, subjective complement. Condition there is subjective complement, particularly called predicate nominative. There is predicate nominative, so the verb S is a linking verb. So therefore our answer there is verb followed by a predicate nominative. Number 37. Which sentence is incorrectly punctuated? Correct answer is alpha. He already left the house that morning, but he forgot his project in TLE. Take note that that sentence is a compound sentence. There is but connecting two independent clauses. The rule is very clear. We are going to place a comma before but when it connects independent clauses. Number 38. Supply the missing verb. The student was sad because he was blank for his late submission of his school project. The options are verb phrases. Which among these four is the correct answer? Correct answer is call down. This means that the student was reprimanded for the late submission of his school project. Among the four options, it is called down, which means reprimanded. So therefore, delta or D is correct. 39. Which correction should be made in the sentence below? The man who stole the money was brought to trial. Correct answer is remove the commas. That's option C. The clause who stole the money is defining or restrictive, meaning essential. So commas are not needed. Take note, restrictive or defining clauses are not set off by commas. Question number 40. Which of the following sentences does not contain a grammatical error? Is it B? Then you are correct. Altogether, we appreciate the support extended to us. Options C and D do not contain the correct word. The correct word should be altogether. One L, one word, which means entirely or completely. Options A and B have the correct word, but option A has an intervening phrase. In standard English, the intervening phrase can have a negative effect, so it is not preferred. Question number 41. Neither of them blank how to get to Red Deer. Is it D? Then you are right. D. Knows. Neither is always singular, so it takes a singular verb. Number 42. Neither my daughters blank old enough to go on that amusement ride. Is it A? Then congratulations, you are right. Neither is always singular. Take note. There is no indication that the tense is past, so the present tense is taken. Number 43. Either he or you blank to clean up this room. Is it had? Okay, you are right. If one subject is singular and the other is plural, and the words are connected by the words or nor, neither nor, either or not only but also, use the verb form of the subject that is nearer or nearest the verb. Number 44. Macaroni and cheese blank a favorite dish among children. Correct answer is. Macaroni and cheese is a set pair. These two mean one, so singular verb should be used. Number 45. Lino's wife and soulmate blank long walks on the long beach at sunrise. The correct answer is C, enjoys. Lino's wife and soulmate. The two words are just one. The soulmate is Lino's wife. Lino's wife is the soulmate. So singular verb should be used here. Number 46. Choose the sentence that is grammatically correct and illustrates proper syntax usage. Is it? She invited them last minute for the cocktail party of elegance. The other sentences are erroneous. Option A, the adjectives are not in the proper order, and a comma should not be placed before for. For there does not connect independent clauses, so it does not function as a conjunction. In option B, the verb and subject do not agree. In option C, the verb should agree with word principal or the subject principal, not with teachers. The verb should agree with the positive subject, not with the negative subject. Number 47. Give the sentence that shows correct antecedent-referent agreement. Answer here is D. My sister and best friend sold all her possessions and bought a one-way plane ticket to Greece to take a job in tourism. In option A, her should be there. The antecedent is Gabriel and Sophie, plural. In option B, it should be there. The antecedent, the bread and the cheese, is not a set pair. Therefore, the bread and the cheese are different things. So, plural. In option C, there is neither nor. The referent must agree with the nearer antecedent, landlord. So there must be changed to his. Number 48. If every student does their homework, no homework will be assigned for the weekend. Okay, is the sentence correct? If it is, then you are going to choose A. If you look at the sentence, it contains a shift in number. So answer should be C. From singular student, it shifts to the plural there. So this sentence is erroneous. Number 49. Jennifer baked for weeks before the holidays. The options are patterns. What do you think is the pattern of that given sentence? Is it A, intransitive verb and S? Is it B, transitive verb with direct object? Is it C, subject and transitive verb? Or D, linking verb with subjective complement? Correct answer is C, S-I-V. Look at the sentence. Jennifer baked for weeks before the holidays. You see there, S-I-V. Jennifer, the subject, baked is an intransitive verb because it does not have a receiver. Number 50. Which sentence does not give the SLVSC pattern? Subject, linking verb, subjective complement pattern. Look at A. Look at B. Look at C. Look at D. What is your decision? Is your decision, Charlie? Letter C? Then you are right. Answer here is C. There is no future in making cassette tapes anymore. The rest of the options have the SLVSC pattern, but this sentence has the VS pattern, meaning verb plus subject pattern. That's the last question in set 1.